It's the grits. It's the glam. It's the grits. And ooh, you know the glam. Oh, it's the grits. It's the glam. It's the grits. And ooh, you know the glam. Oh.
Welcome back to Grits to Glam,
Welcome
episode
back to the Grits to
17.
Glam,
How
episode
are you?
17.
It's really great to see y'all.
Yeah. If you couldn't understand that, he just said, welcome back to Grits to Glam, episode 17. It's really great to see y'all.
I just woke up with from my nap with kind of like a little case of the Zoomies. So I'm really excited about that. I'm just feeling like I have all this energy and I'm ready to release it onto this podcast.
Yeah.
And you all.
Yeah.
And y'all.
I'm really excited.
And so on and there forth and whatnot and everything. And I hope that kind of makes sense.
Let's hope I get a word in this entire episode, actually.
I'm praying. Well, I don't know what we're talking about. I'm going to kind of let you drive that ship because I forgot to click the Google Doc after we were talking. So you can kind of drive that ship and I'll just kind of like.
Well, I do know I don't have it all
popcorn.
memorized, but I don't have it up. But I do know, we're going to start with our hellos. Welcome back. We are having a special welcome back to our producer, Alexa. She did just kind of like,
Hell
leave us
yes.
for about 2-3 months. We're kidding.
She's trying to defend herself right
just
now.
saying hello. How's your week going, Tristan?
My week's going good. I am so busy, absolutely bossing away in the corporate America world and also just the like social life world. But like we got to that point, Tuesday where there are no plans. And then we received back-to-back plans for this upcoming Thursday, Friday, and Saturday now.
So we are booked and busy again. There's never going to be a weekend that we're not, it seems.
No.
But you know what? That's life. It's fun.
That's life.
And unfortunately for us, we're not very good at saying no to anything.
No.
So you know what? It is what it is.
But I think it's going to be fun. Like there are a lot of like fun events and I kind of like it when my weekends are completely booked out for me. Like it sounds great. Like I have plans. I don't have to worry about coming up with something to do. The only thing I would like to do is go out to like a nice either brunch or dinner or something like that. But I can't decide when we're going to fit that in. But
that's like more of like a Monday or Tuesday night thing, I think.
No, I really want like a weekend nice. Like I want to go to a
Okay.
dark restaurant and I want like to get a bottle of red. Maybe not. I mean, maybe like a cocktail. It would like a Cosmo.
I'm such a red girl.
Maybe we'll do that. I am too now. But maybe we could
I got
do
you
that
on the red
before
train.
the event on Friday.
Yeah, I feel like Friday makes more sense than a Saturday night dinner, I guess. I don't know.
If we
Are you
do
going to ask me how my week's going, or is it just going to be all about you?
it's kind of like the me show. And I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then I forgot what we did last weekend. What did we do last weekend?
Friday night, I didn't do anything.
I'll let you tell
Friday
yours.
night, we went to the Belmont, which is a sports bar close to us, ate dinner.
Yeah. Then we passed.
Tristan caused a ruckus in there. Sometimes I think he forgets that he shouldn't scream in restaurants.
I make
but
my
that's
presence
okay.
known.
Yeah, real known. And then I was asleep by about 10 o'clock. You took our friend Patrick to the airport. That
I
was
did.
way too sweet of you. Saturday, I went to Phineas O'Connell's birthday party. That was very fun. Saturday night, we met up in Santa Monica.
We did. Santa Monica was a blast. I was not going to go out. And then my dear friend Alexa over here invited me out to get a glass of red with the girls. And it was about 10:30. I was still in my bed and I was really not going to want to. But I know every time Alexa invites me someplace and I don't go, she will give me shit for it for the next.
Even though we invite her to everything, and we don't give her shit about never
and
coming.
she's and the past couple
This is shit on Alexa Day.
It really is. The last couple times she's invited me places, it has she's like, "Oh my god, come on, let's like fucking go. Like I'm ready." Then she leaves within about 20 to 30 minutes. And
But let me just defend Alexa at this moment. Thursday night, our friend Patrick, it was his birthday party. Guess who was literally partying until 2 in the morning, and also went to Pilates the next morning and also worked at Meta the entire next day. The one, the only, Miss Alexa.
we all had to work. Okay. I went to the same birthday party and screamed going out with Alexa until 4:30 in the morning on a Thursday on a school night. And I worked as well. Maybe not as much as Alexa did and did not go to Pilates, but I still tried.
Right. Well, I'm just like trying to stick up for Alexa.
Oh, and I did shove a cake in her face on Thursday.
But a very cold cake that was not shoving.
That was warranted, though. She said I could. And Patricia thought I did it like unannounced. I would never just cake someone unannounced.
I told him he needed a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah, and then tried to make me.
And then somehow the cake got all over my arm and then our friend Dom's hair. So.
It got all over Dom because Alexa and Patricia tried to ruin my life.
I did not do anything. I was just standing there. Anyways,
I was bored, so I ruined lunch.
For Patrick's birthday, we went to the Den. That was fun. And then we went to the Naughty Pig, which is close to the Den, and it's karaoke Thursday night.
I completely forgot about them. We did that. That was so much fun.
I sang Any Man of Mine, Shania Twain.
Oh, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to bribe the karaoke man to let Patrick and Alexa sing their song first, and he wouldn't let me. Because he said, like, if I accept your bribe, then I have to accept everyone's
you were, like,
bribe.
Trying to pay him, like, $100, weren't you?
Yeah, because I was wanting my friends to have a good, like, time. And I'm just
so
right? And I was
selfless.
like, and he was like, I can't accept your bribe. I have to accept everyone's if I do that. And I was like,
no one's going to know.
Also, you're not a good businessman because if you accept my bribe, that's $100. That's like $100 an hour at that, right? And then you're definitely going to get, like, once I spread the word that I did that, you're at least going to get.
I did the same thing when I first got there, and I was like, I'll pay you I said $40. Sorry.
That's still a lot.
Actually, I think I said 20 because that's the only cash I had, which is still not $100, but that would have been $120 that he never would have made.
Right. So I would love to go back when I'm in a more competent place and ask him about his business matters and really get him on track for success.
And his name is Reggie. I accidentally called him Ralph because the bouncer at the Den, his name was Ralph. And I got the two R names mixed up. I apologize.
Well, Reggie, if you're a Gritsters Glam fan, which I don't think you are, because you probably would have said, hey, we will definitely be in touch. Just on your financials and et cetera.
Our team will call your team.
Yes. Well, anything else on the weekend front? I don't think so. Saturday night, Connor and I got kicked out of an after party. That was funny.
Well, tell him why.
No, I'm not going to go into details of why, but this man started off, he wanted us to be best friends. And then by the end of it, he had politely asked us to exit the premises and walked us out and wanted us dead. And it was in Marina Del Rey. And I did not, if this man is watching this podcast, I do not remember. And I know Connor does not remember really much of anything. But we did make some fun TikToks that I woke up at Connor's house and I had kind of a pit because I woke up, heart dropped because I realized, I had posted TikToks because I was getting notifications that they were all like they were going viral. And I was really scared because I didn't even know what it was. But luckily it was just Connor dancing and I was instructing him on how to do the dance.
Right.
And I didn't even know how to do the dance. So in turn, it really worked out.
It really worked out well for you. I'm really happy for you.
Yeah.
So.
And then, just had fun.
Yeah. And then yesterday we went to a Keels event, which was really fun. It was at the Porsche Convention Center or something. Or I don't know. It's where the Porsche racetrack is. We obviously wanted to go, but it was like an hour away and an hour there, and an hour to get there, an hour back. And we're like, but we went. And it was so much fun. They gave us
an Uber gift card, or a voucher.
Yeah. So it was totally worth it. And we're like, you know what? I was talking to my boyfriend and he was like, honestly, what would TK do? Our friend TK, Juicy Polls. And we're like, TK would go. So we're going to go.
So we went. It was definitely worth it. We didn't know that we were going to get to ride in the Porsches, like a racing style. And so we got to do that. And that was really... It
was really fun, but it was really nauseating.
I had a couple droplets of shit on my seat, unfortunately, at this difficult time.
Yikes.
Well, the louder I would scream, the faster he would go. And it was honestly like one of those scenes in a movie where the lady is waving the flag and she's like, 3, 2, 1, go. There's a bunny rabbit in the middle of our racetrack and he's like joking about it. And we almost hit the bunny. We didn't, but it would have been real bloody and it probably would have been on my side. And
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, he didn't hit the bunny fully. I wasn't able to really process any of what happened until really last night once we got home. Because I was still like adrenaline, like junkie shaking.
Yeah, I get that.
But it was good. No
bunnies. It was a fun event. We're glad we went.
Yeah, thank you,
When you're feeling down, just go.
Just go to the event, even though it's on a Tuesday and it's an hour away from your main location.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to tell you about this documentary I watched on Netflix, the Shania Twain one.
Okay.
You have to watch it, Tristan.
I'm
not kidding. You have to
I
watch
love
it.
Shania Twain, but I'm not sure. Like, so sure I'm interested in watching a documentary on her.
Well, you should.
Well, could you give me a little bit of
Yes.
incentivation?
Okay,
Is
number
that a
one,
word?
she's the most like iconic female country artist and pop artist and
No,
whatever kind of
I mean, that
artist
goes
ever.
without saying.
Number two, the way she worked her ass off is so inspiring for like anybody. She literally, when she was younger, her mom would take her to bars at 2 a.m. to sing when she was literally 12. Both of her parents died in a car wreck when she was 18. So she had
okay,
to.
well, great.
Yeah.
See,
so
that's all I needed to know. I didn't know
Okay,
she
you
had
wanna
this
know
whole
another
story.
thing? Her husband cheated on her, who was also her writing partner, producer, whatever. Her husband cheated on her with her
wow.
best friend.
Wow.
And guess what she does? She marries the best friend's husband.
Wow.
And they're still together.
Did she actually like him, you think?
I think they like bonded over their like,
Drama?
yeah.
That's really great. Actually, see, that incentivizes me to watch it.
And just like the
Love
way
her.
her like music, like the way like she paved the way with music videos, the way she paved the way with like fashion and, music in one, that she kind of paved the way for country women singers to not only be a country singer, to also be a pop star. I'm getting chill bumps talking about it.
This segment of Grit Glam is sponsored by Shania Twain's documentary. Thank
I
you
mean,
so
I
much.
literally watched it Thursday night while eating dinner because it was, sorry. I will shut up.
Oh, no,
about it
it's
soon.
fun. I love it. You're like passionate about it. It's making me actually want to watch it.
No, like it's so good. And I literally watched it before we went out Thursday night. And then when we got home, I made Matt watch it with me. And it's so good. Like,
Wow.
And, well, I don't want to say anymore because I want you to watch it.
Yeah, I want to be surprised on some of this stuff.
Because, like, just.
But I guess a lot of that was like probably public knowledge, but not something that I would just know.
Because, like, we grew up with her music because that's
Right.
kind of like what our parents listened to or whatever. Or at least, a lot of people did.
Yeah.
But, like, we weren't at the time where, like, we grew up with her, I guess. So it's not like we really knew a lot of the stuff about her. But some of the stuff was not really in the documentary. Like the husband thing, I just also was Wikipediaing her while I was
That's
watching
not in it. That would have been a fun part.
I know. But I think.
A reenactment of the whole situation would have been.
But just, I don't know. It's so good.
Okay,
So good.
Well, that's great to hear. I will definitely put that on my queue.
And she's still so beautiful. But, like, she was so hot in the 90s. Like I cannot even, like.
3 minutes nonstop. We're going to create a YouTube short of Patricia just going on about this, and we'll send it to Shania.
Please do.
Does Shania have a daughter?
Okay, that's something I'm really confused about.
Okay.
So apparently she has a daughter who's about 12 years old with her second husband. But it says it on her Wikipedia page, but a lot of other places there's nothing about her. They'll say she only has her one son, which is with her first husband, which she's like around 21.
Interesting.
So I don't know.
Ija?
Asia is
Asia.
how it's pronounced. That's the son.
Okay.
Who he's also kind of wanting to do stuff in music, but more on the pop and EDM side.
Well, I'm
Sorry.
feeling like he has to be a Gritster. Like, it's just
Yeah.
kind of goes without saying that kids these days, like kids in America,
Right.
kids abroad, everywhere are
Everywhere.
Gritsters.
Like,
So,
If you're not a Gritster, then what are you doing?
and her recent husband is probably
100%.
a Gritster as well. So,
I'm pretty sure they live in Switzerland, so
the queen of
Dope.
country pop. Oh, she's from Canada.
yeah.
She's the queen of country pop. Wow.
Canada has a big pool of country artists.
We have a lot of Canada listeners for Grits to Glam,
Hi,
actually.
Canadians.
I know. We have I really want to go. I have some Canadian followers as well.
I'd love to go to
I
Canada.
just want to know the synchronization of the Southerners to Canada.
because there are.
I didn't pay attention in history personally, so I don't
Well,
really
I don't
know.
think we really learned about Canada.
Well, maybe a little
but
bit.
or like
we
the social
should.
culture, but I
Yeah.
do think that there is like a huge, like country music pool in Canada because they all moved to Nashville, and I think there is definitely a direct flight from Canada to Nashville, as well as Australia.
Well, I love you, Canadians. Thank you for supporting Grits to Glam and also for supporting me and probably Patricia as well.
Maybe it's okay if you
So,
don't, but as long as you love Shania as well, we can be friends.
then we're all good.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad we got that covered.
Thank
you so much.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, so what is this about Blackbird? I don't know what that is, but
Okay.
I thought it was the show with Sandra Bullock, the one where she
Oh, I
one?
never watched it, but I know what you're talking about.
What is it? Does it have a similar title? Probably.
I think so, but I'm not. I know what you're talking about. I just never watched it. So Blackbird is on Apple TV Plus. By the way, they're putting out great shows.
Yeah, they really are
like,
banging the content.
Great subscription that I have. But it's the show Taron Egerton. I think that's how you say his name.
Him.
He's so cute. But he plays a guy who got put in prison for 10 years for like selling drugs and being like having a bunch of firearms, whatever. But and then they come to him after like 7 months in prison. It's based on a true story. After 7 months in prison, the FBI people come to him because they notice he's like very charismatic.
The FBI people.
Those people, yes, he's very charismatic.
Tax write-off people.
And they were like, "We need you to get. Wanted to see if you would like to get transferred to this like really, really high security or maximum security prison, which is like really scary, to help us see where the serial killer has buried all these bodies. Because if we don't, he's gonna get let out in like 2 months, and he'll be let out like scotch free and keep on killing these women. And if you do that, you'll get out of prison."
Wow,
it's so good.
I gotta watch that.
5 episodes are out, and then the final episode comes out on Friday.
I still have to finish Loot. I still haven't finished, but like that sounds kind of more like suspenseful and fun.
It is, and it's not like scary.
Like Loot's a good like show to have on, but that seems like something I need to pay attention for.
And it's like also easy to pay attention to because there are some shows, I'll be honest, I have to literally look up the plot line while I'm watching it.
Oh my God, I forgot to update y'all. I'm on page 10 of my book, which
I'm so proud of you.
Might not sound really good.
Which one?
But like I Red, White, and Royal Blue.
I'm so
But
proud
the first
of you.
10 pages were so good. So like I could
is
not recommend
awesome.
it enough based on those pages. Okay, I was like, the problem was we were at Alicia's on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday during the day. And we just had like a little pool day, but like I wasn't like when there's music on and people talking, like I can't really focus in on a book. It's hard for me to focus in when it's just me and those pages right in front of me. But I was able to get some sort of like peace of mind on our couch inside and start reading the book, and I really, really enjoyed it. But it just wasn't the right energy and vibe to be reading the book at that time.
Right. There's a time, like I feel like there's a pool party and then there's a pool day.
Right. But it like urges the question of like how my mom has been able to do it so many years of like she will literally be like just reading away at like a pool day, like with everyone like playing around, and then like while we're watching TV, like she's reading her book. I'm like, I don't know how you, and then how do you like, if I get interrupted in between like one like word, like one line, like I got to restart that whole page. Because, like, nothing's gonna... And I've been testing myself of what all I can, like, remember while I'm reading a page of a book. And it's kind of scary.
I think you just kind of... Like, I just kind of zone everything out, and I really get immersed into a book.
But do you, like... It's so hard to read fast. I don't know. But I'm on page 10. I'm really proud of myself.
But also, I think you're going to realize that a lot of these books are easier reads than... I mean, they're beach reads.
Yeah.
And you'll kind of understand... I mean, it's not like we're sitting here reading like fucking Jane Austen novels or something.
Well, to me, it is. It's like words are really difficult.
But you're only 10 pages in. You haven't been completely hooked yet. So once you get that hook, it's like smooth sailing from there.
Okay, I'm really excited. But I just wanted to give you guys that update because I'm really proud of myself.
I'm so proud of you. I really
am. I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
it's like whatever. So
it's kind of a masterpiece.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So... we have lots of things to talk about.
We really do.
Harry and Olivia.
I'm seeing them trending on Twitter, but I'm not understanding why they're trending. I know it's in regards to the movie and that woman named Phoebe.
Florence Pugh.
Florence. I was thinking Phoebe Bridgers. Florence and Olivia.
So basically what I've kind of caught on to is that Florence Pugh is like the main or the lead actress in the film.
Yeah.
She's not posting anything about it, even though like she's not obligated to, but she also she's posting about every other film that she's being in, like she's in,
and
or
this
even
one's
films
like starting to be really
right. Like the films that she's posting about, she hasn't even like some of them aren't even like out yet, or like even close to being out, or haven't even been filmed.
Right.
And apparently she didn't really. I guess Jason Sudeikis and Olivia Wilde were still together when the filming started, and maybe like Olivia kind of made things awkward on set because she kind of sought out Harry for the first time with, a PR style of relationship. And I guess when Harry caught on, I'm acting like these are my best friends. I just read a single article today. And I guess when Harry kind of caught on to everyone being like, this is so weird. Why is she like literally seeking him out just for a PR relationship? He kind of stopped going into her trailer one-on-one, would only show up to set for his time, blah, blah, blah. And then they started dating after. But that's that's like something that came out from her source. I don't know. It's all kind of like.
Wow.
The thing is, we'll find out if it's a PR relationship in a few months.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping everything's okay. She seems at the concert like she's having a blast every single time. So, but I guess we'll find out shortly. Yeah. Oh, fuck. It's time to be real.
It's time to be real.
I don't think this has ever happened while we've been recording the podcast, but that's great. We actually had to turn on the camera because we were on a quick pause.
Right.
But okay. I don't care. That's still real to me. Mine's still not loading, by the way.
Okay, smile.
If y'all don't have Be Real, you really need to get it. And I was like skeptical at first, and the app is horseshit, but it's really fun. So.
Well, at least it's like so bad because it's doing hopefully a bigger company will
acquire it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will.
They'll kind of fix all the bugs.
Still seems startup vibes, but I mean, I still can't get my Be Real.
I have to like close it and in and out and in and out before I can get it. Anyway.
What's so cute, I mean, I can only think back to the time of when I was working in an office every single day of how depressing my Be Real would have been, because it would have just been me at my desk every single day. And it's not really different now because it's just me either in my office or, oh my God, my Be Real enough. It's either me in my office or me in my bed doing work. Okay, ready? 1, 2.
We, on Friday, chaining was over and we decided to she was like, why don't we play a game of cards? We were like, okay.
I had gotten like 10 decks of cards when we went to Palm Springs, but I didn't know there were that many in the pack. But I was like, you know what? We might as well rip these out.
Right. Well, we haven't really used them. There's just packs of cards here. And she was like, we're going to play Crazy Eights. And then all of a sudden Patrick came over. Alexa came over. Frankie came over.
Brooke. We had a whole.
It was so much fun.
I cannot stress enough. Now I understand the hype of why like older generations, that sounds bad to say, it's like a millennial, whatever. But like I understand the hype around playing card games with your friends.
Right. It's just like so much
fun. If you like, it's a good like sober activity, or if you want to add a bottle of wine in, like for just like a night in, like where you don't really want to do anything, turn on a program. Or
not even turn on a program. I feel like it was just fun just sitting around talking and just like...
Yeah, like music in the background.
We were being very, wholesome.
Very wholesome.
Not even drinking.
But it was so much fun. It was like we had our sparkling waters, which if you have a Diet Coke addiction, like I do, I cannot recommend sparkling water enough. I didn't understand the hype. I never understood why people ordered that at restaurants or why people just like bought it. I was like, that's a waste of money. I was wrong. And I feel horrible. It was such a good idea.
We've been really good. We haven't had Diet Coke cans in our house in about a week and a half or almost 2 weeks now.
It's good. Like I'll still order one like when I'm at dinner or like if I get like a delivery order sometimes. But honestly, I'm just at this point like, oh, I have sparkling water. I'm good.
Right.
My favorites are the Waterloo, black cherry and lime. The Waterloo. And then the bubbly cherry. Love the bubbly
so we got
cherry.
the bubbly. I got some bubbly strawberry lemonade last week, and it tasted too much like a White Claw.
Yeah,
like,
you really have to balance, and you have to have it cold.
Yes,
because you can't have.
You cannot.
And you got to drink it when you have it, because if it's sitting out, then you're fucked because it tastes horrible.
Yeah, I do notice that sometimes if you don't finish them, you put them in the fridge. Don't they lose carbonation?
They do, but then our fridge is so cold right now that it gets like icy.
Oh,
so there's little,
okay, that makes
ice
sense.
Pieces. I don't know how that works with science and whatnot, but. Such a great system. But I just have it. I normally will finish it all in one sitting.
Have you noticed when our AC breaks that the refrigerator is not as good?
No, but I've noticed our ice is not as good when the AC breaks. I guess that's due to all the... We're talking a lot of like physics and science equations and stuff today, and I don't really know how to do all that.
I don't really know
how to do all that.
Cover your ears. That was loud. But let's get to like the entire, pop culture nation that is tuning into the one, the only, the Bama Rush in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, OOTD.
Yes. I'm so selfishly like happy that this has come to the forefront of America and beyond. Really.
I know, and I love it. It's like the thing is, it's like everyone just embraces it and loves it and like immerses themselves into the culture of Bama Rush.
I'm
like,
also not even mad that it's not Auburn. Like Auburn Rush isn't really that exciting.
yeah, I mean it's fun, but it's like
Yeah.
more like Auburn is so traditional, so stuffy. I love you, Auburn. I was at Auburn. I was a Katie at Auburn. You know, Kappa Delta, Katie, AOT. Anyways, but like it's just, you know, the same thing I'm sorry, maybe it's not. I haven't paid attention to Auburn Rush, but clearly they're not doing as good as Alabama Rush.
No, Alabama Rush is killing it as they do every single year. I always loved going to bid day at Alabama. They had some like weird rules in the past, but typically like when you could go, it was so much fun. And I don't know, they just like, I literally wake up now, they're in the midst of work week for Sorority Rush, which is such a fun time. They all like have their different days of what they dress up in. And honestly, it has brought back the dancing TikToks that were talked about. Like we talked about missing a lot. Like
Yeah.
I miss all the dances, and now we have so much content of dances to work from. And I just
Dances
look
and the
forward.
costumes are literally unreal.
Yeah, and the houses are just beautiful. Like, and that's kind of like I like seeing the girls who participated in Rush last year when they were, you know, like the forefront of the media, P&Ms, and now they're, you know, the ones rushing these girls.
There's one girl that I guess is like, I think kind of got bullied because she got big on TikTok and she's not even participating
Is
in
it
Rush.
the Dolly Parton one?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on now, like let these girls live. And the
Yeah.
fact that like apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, like they can't, like the girls rushing can't even post their outfits of the day. Like what?
I feel
Why?
like that's a self, like that should be a self thing that you want.
You
to
can't
be
control what girls are doing. Like that's their own time. Like
Yeah. Well, I feel like they should, like, of course it may impact your Rush experience if you are to be posting everything, but I don't think an outfit of the day is going to ruin your experience unless you like start to make other content outside of that that's like gonna mess up your reputation.
yeah, it's not like you're posting like alcoholic beverages. Like you're posting what you literally spent your money on and you're so excited about the outfit you're wearing. I mean, I went through Rush. It was, I mean, months and months of figuring out the outfits, which honestly I did great because I still have some of my outfits to this day.
Really?
Mhm.
We got to pull those up.
I have one in my closet right now.
We need to find, I'm sure we have a lot of pictures from bid days of years past. We
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
need to find those. But I think I just love the energy around that. It's such a fun way to start like the school year and just to bring it to, I don't know, the world. Like I'm so glad the world is seeing it because you really, like, not a lot of people knew how fucking insane it was. And like the things that go on behind the scenes, especially of like the moms that get involved and get like send fruit baskets to the sororities like without their
the
child
moms that
even
get
knowing.
involved, and then the moms that are like, no, that girl shouldn't be in it, and then they literally like the machine all behind it, the political things all behind it of like, you know what, this girl kissed your ex-boyfriend once after y'all had been broken up for 2 years, so she shouldn't be in your sorority. Like
At 8th grade junior prom.
like, come on. But it's still hilarious to watch. But the one thing about like Alabama Rush versus Auburn Rush or sororities, I would say, I'm very happy about. The Alabama dues each semester for sororities because of their housing is like $6,000 to $8,000 a semester. At Auburn, it was like less than $1,000 a semester.
But that house in Tuscaloosa, that is
a lot of money, though.
it is, but like I understand like having that experience in that house, like that is the college experience. Like that
Yeah.
I know it's like I feel like it is fun at Auburn, but it's just so different. Like it's not comparable because it's just two different types
Yeah,
of like
because for those of you that don't know, Auburn can't have sorority houses because some lady donated a lot of money to the Panalytic. Is that what it's called?
yeah.
Panalytic saying, I will donate all this money to you, but you can never have sorority houses because they are, I guess they're considered brothels if you have
Brothels.
more than, I don't know. But then we still had sorority dorms. I never lived in them because it was stupid to pay that kind of money.
Right.
Anyways.
And you can just have a lot more space.
I
And,
would, yeah.
and that just brings up the dorm. Like this has always been one of my favorite times for dorm videos. Like I am obsessed. The Ole Miss girlies really go all out for this. I know the Alabama girls do too, but the Ole Miss girls are really where it shines when it comes to dorm videos.
You know, it's funny.
What?
You know those two pillows that you had in
Yeah.
mine? Those were from my dorm.
Really?
My dorm was pretty nice too. It's
Okay,
kind of
well
crazy.
then yeah.
Well, I'll definitely find a photo of it.
Yeah, we'll send our freshman year setups. I had an apartment it was fun, but now that I look back at pictures, I'm like, I hate that.
No, I still look back at mine and I'm like, oh, we did pretty good.
Yeah, I think for the timing that we were in, you just have to put yourself back into that mindset of like, okay, this is what I like.
Yeah.
But I have really like every single room I've had, except for like 2 in Atlanta, have been so different. Like, but now I'm at a point with my style where it's kind of like growing up a little bit.
It's not like kind of influenced by the people around you or like, you know, what's trendy then. But our dorm was like homey, but it wasn't like what they're doing now. I'm like, there was a TikTok I saw today of this girl being like, I literally saved this as inspiration, not realizing it was a dorm room.
Yeah.
And these people literally have interior designers for their dorms.
Interior designers, and they have like projection screens where they can watch Netflix, like in their dorm beds.
I mean, I had a little TV that was this size.
Back in my day,
Back
I
in
only
my
had
day,
this little TV. This
and
is
I don't
about
even think we ever
about
turned it
yay
on.
big, about yay tall.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we're supporting all those girlies going through Rush.
Yes, we're excited for you.
It starts really next week. So, this week's just a work week. So next week we'll kind of provide you an update if we are starting to see.
We'll let you see, we'll let you know our favorite girls if we start seeing them. You know.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they will find a way to make content. Like you can't just I'm gonna post a TikTok especially I'm a freshman in college. Like I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, it's so dumb, and also honestly, if that could give me some TikTok fame, make some money, I'd rather.
And then
I'm kidding.
get some friends, also
oh yeah,
those
that
girlies
too.
were a
That
little
too.
bit friends. If I could get some money. Sorry, I don't know why every time I'm saying what Patricia said, it just immediately goes into country yeehaw, and you don't sound like that.
I was about to say, do I?
No. Well, we got some more emails.
We're loving them.
Guys, thanks so much for sending them in. We have a couple. We're gonna get to a couple today. We had probably 5 or 6, but we're just gonna read 2 or 3 today of general advice. If you guys want advice, you can submit emails or advice, questions, whatnot to gritsters@gmail.com.
Yes. Take it away.
Okay, we're going to start. Do they want us to say their names? I don't know.
Just say their first name.
Okay, Wendy, this one's for you. So she says, "Hi PNT, my name is Wendy and I'm a sophomore in college. I've really enjoyed listening to your guys' podcast. It's such a fun time." I just had to leave that in there because it's not part of the question, but thanks, girl.
Thanks.
We love compliments here at Grits to Glam.
We do.
I go to a semi-small school in the city of Indianapolis, but it wasn't my first choice. I love the campus. It's gorgeous, but the social life is not that fun. You really have to put yourself out there and work for it, which is fine, except I'm not the most outgoing person. Freshman year was fun, but I feel like transferring over to IU, Indiana University, which is a part of the Big Ten, would be so good for me. I have so many friends there, and it was my first choice. I didn't end up choosing it because they didn't have the major I wanted, but I've changed it since, so what's holding me back, besides the amount of debt I'll be in? What should I do? I've already established myself at my current college. I basically have a full ride here, but I do feel like I'd be happier at a bigger campus. Is it worth transferring, or is this just FOMO? And I need to put myself out there more this year. And do I just need to put myself out more? And do I just need to put myself out there more this year? Thanks, Wendy.
Okay, this is kind of a tough one, I would say.
Yeah.
Number one, how far away is Indianapolis from IU?
I don't know. It couldn't be too far, right?
I don't think so. Okay. So here are a few things. Number one, if it's close and you feel like you're just comfortable with your friends at IU because they are your friends from previous or from high school, whatever.
Visiting.
It's you are just I feel like you're making yourself comfortable there.
Mm-hmm.
And also it is a bigger school so what if you feel like you're going to be a small fish in a big pond and it's not going to be everything you want? And saying that too, though, it's if you're not happy and it makes the most sense to transfer to IU, then and you'll be happy there even though you'll be in debt, which that sucks. But you want to spend the 4 years of your college life as you want it to be your most the best time. I don't know. It's
it's hard to give you a definite answer. I mean, for me, literally was born an Auburn fan, which is like maybe won't relate, but I was born an Auburn fan. My family was, a lot of us were Auburn. And then I decided to go to Alabama just because my friends were going. And then I was like, okay, why am I doing this? Like, what are the real reasons I want to go here? And it didn't really add up. So literally on T-shirt day, which is where you announce what college you're going to, I changed, like unenrolled from Alabama and enrolled into Auburn. And I showed up in an Auburn T-shirt. And my parents and everyone were so happy. I was still like shitting my pants, really nervous about like making the jump from schools and like letting down my best friends. But I kind of had to do it for me. And I was just like, this is going to be scarier knowing that I'm going to know less people at this, university. But like, I love this place and like, I really want to go here. And so I just had to really think about what was important to me, like for my college. And this gave me the most time to like step out of my comfort zone, really. So it sounds like you're kind of wanting to step out of your comfort zone and try something that is new. I don't know if it's an option for you to like move to that city where the college is and take a semester off of school and get a job somewhere and kind of like live in the city before you decide. And that might kind of give you a sense of what it's like. Or maybe you can transfer over for a semester and kind of see what I'm not really good with the like transfer situation. I've never had to do it, but it could be really worth you trying to actually see what the campus is like and stay for an extended amount of time before you uproot your life.
Right. I'm kind of opposite of you. I applied to Ole Miss. I had a full ride scholarship to Ole Miss. I was only going to Ole Miss because I wanted to go to Ole Miss. And then all of a sudden, I mean, I guess they're kind of the same. And then all of a sudden I randomly decided to go to Auburn because I wanted to try out for cheerleading. Did make cheerleading. And then like, I really kind of regretted not going to Ole Miss because like I think I would have fit in more there. But at that point, like it just didn't make sense it didn't make sense for me to transfer to Ole Miss, I guess. And to this day, I still I don't regret not going there, but I do think since I did stick it out at Auburn, don't think I would be where I am today. And I think you just have to put yourself more out there at your own, I put myself more out there at Auburn. I studied abroad. I interned every summer and I made the most out of my time there. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if we're answering your question. I apologize.
We have two different, I feel like those are two different like scenarios in which like you can kind of take the way you want to and be like, I feel like at the grand scheme of things, like I don't think you're going to be wrong in what you do. Like, because you're thinking about yourself and a decision that you want to make for you. So
yeah, and I feel like you just need to make a pro and con list. Is it worth the debt, the student debt you're going to be in? Is it worth, being at a college? Actually, I don't know. But you just honestly make a pro and con list and look at it and really like sit there and think about it and think, okay, you know what? The school that I'm at right now, it wasn't my first choice. I've established myself here. Let's give it another go. And if not, you'll just have to look at it and be like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to IU. It's a Big Ten school. It's so much fun. I mean, there are a ton of people out here that went to IU and they love it. So I think you just really have to do a pro and con list. So
I like selfishly want you to go to and get that experience of that bigger school. I don't know. Like, don't blame me if it's wrong, but there was something so great about going to a school where, the energy is high. People love the sporting events. Like, friends are easier to come by because you have more of a larger group to pick from of like who you're really going to get in along with. And like, I just feel like if you do make that leap and transfer, like just like go balls to the wall and like
enjoy every moment of it. And like you said, your major, that was your issue for not going to IU to begin with. So like, if that's no longer an issue, try it out, do it.
Seems like we need to pack your bags and you're transferring.
Yeah. I hope you hear this before, I guess, school is coming up soon.
Right.
So.
And if you do, will you make a TikTok of you emailing us and then you can show our responses telling you to transfer and then you're like, I transferred.
So this is all about us.
Yeah. Unless it turns out bad, then we did not tell you.
Nope. This was not us. Not us.
But we
at all.
gave you different scenarios in which like you could or you could not. So have fun.
Good luck.
Trust your gut. If you have any more questions, please give us a follow-up on your kind of decision making.
Yeah, we really would love to hear
and
what
we'll
you
update
do.
everybody.
And we will support you in whatever you decide.
Hell yes.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have another email from Kenzie. Hi, Patricia and Tristan. Huge fan of the pod and love listening every week while I work. I'm 24 years old and I just bought my first house. Congratulations.
We need to
That's
stop.
incredible.
She doesn't need any more advice because she's
Like-
24 and she's bought a house. There's no amount of money that I can ever have that I will be able to buy a house.
No,
Anyway,
that is
proceed.
amazing. Amazing.
Congratulations
Yeah.
right off the bat.
Okay, so I previously lived at home with my parents, lived with my parents and lived at home for all but a year and a half in college. It made the most financial sense for me, and my parents are absolutely amazing. No regrets there, but definitely time to be on my own.
Love
I
that.
moved in this past weekend, and even though I have most of my furniture and decor, I'm really struggling to feel at home here. I do live by myself, but a few of my best friends live in a house down the street. I have a friend who lives in my neighborhood, and my boyfriend lives in the neighborhood next to me. I follow you both on Instagram and absolutely love seeing your home decor and art posts. Wondering if you had any tips on how you made your new house feel like home and how to transition to living on your own. Lots of love, Kenzie. So I guess I'll kind of take the reins on this, and then you can as well, because you did just move into this place.
Yeah.
For me, I've been living at this place for 4 years. I feel like it was not a overnight thing. I had to be patient. My bedroom at first was kind of an overnight thing. Hated it. After about 6 months, completely rearranged my room. I think, for me personally, I like to have not all white things. That's so stupid. But I like to just, have color, have really good lighting. I think just
Disco balls.
Disco balls, love that. And I think I did a lot of paintings in our place just to kind of, have some art on the walls that wasn't just like home like Hobby Lobby things. I also am other random art. I also am a avid Facebook Marketplace person. And I think getting like stuff that's not just like Wayfair stuff or like fast fashion type furniture, you get kind of like, older things.
Yeah, like
or
cute little trinkets and like things that have
it
history.
kind of makes it feel just not like a stale home. And also invite your friends over and cook a home cooked dinner for them and tell them to bring some stuff for you. And I feel like that kind of helps make a house feel like a home.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was going to go that route too of like, make your house the house that people want to come to. Like make it where you have all the snacks, maybe it's like you don't have to get like expensive snacks, but like get a couple candy drawers, like where people can like get little snacks when they want them and get like, have some drinks when people come over. We have knitting club at our house every Wednesday. So it's like to create like a tradition at your house. I feel like that'll make it kind of give you some excitement and then give other people some excitement to come to your house. And that's like, it can be overwhelming at first, but like it just becomes part of your like daily and weekly life. And
Like I love that our friends know our like code and they just feel so welcome just to come in and out whenever they want. Like,
yeah,
but it's like,
great.
that's when you kind of have made your house feel like a home. We have great blankets,
Yeah, get blankets, very important. Make sure you have fans when people need them. That's a great aspect to have. You're going to need all the subscription services as well. I'm sorry, it is an expensive job. Luckily, if you do have a roommate, you can like kind of dosage off of like, you get this, I'll get that.
Right.
And
I think too, like, just don't be so caught up in like looking at all these people's homes on TikTok and thinking that they, or Instagram or wherever you're looking, and think that they did this overnight or think that they did this with X amount of money, because sometimes they do have a lot of money and sometimes they do it overnight because they can. But most people, they can't do that. This house has taken me 4 years to make it feel like home. So don't feel rushed. I know it's a big transition from like being with your parents and, now you're being on your own, but luckily you have such a good community around you. And,
and if you can painting's really fun to spice up like a wall in your house. And like, honestly, don't really care about, like you can tell, like you don't have to tell your landlords, but you could. And like at the end of the day, just find a color that matches.
House, so.
Well, if you bought a house, then you're Gucci. Paint a wall, make it where like something you're proud of. Invite your friends to come over and paint the wall with you. I've painted Alexa's bedroom. Me and Patricia have painted a couple rooms in our house.
And we do rent this place.
And we do rent this, but we did not rent this place if our landlord's watching, which she's not. I mean, we did not paint this place if our landlord's watching. But if she isn't watching, doesn't
Here's
matter.
the thing. We'll repaint it back anyways. Yeah. So I'm not planning on leaving here
and
anytime.
rearrange your furniture. I love rearranging my furniture. I do it once every couple months, and so does Patricia.
And also, like, if your parents have like a candle that like reminds, or like if they always had a candle in their home, get that same candle in your home to like, or like little things that remind you of them.
Yeah.
Light
candles. It's really, it always helps things. Oh, and sunset lamps. And just any type of lighting that's not, that we're just going on and on. We're interior designers now. Any type of lighting that's not an overhead light, definitely would recommend that. So like lamps, the sunset lamps you see on TikTok, like
Alexa and I were just talking about like overhead lighting. It just makes it feel stale.
It's horrible. So make sure you get some of those because that really welcomes people in and gets the vibes.
And one more thing, when you said if you can
we're like
paint,
the bridesmaid speech of like, I had one more.
And one more thing. So Tristan was saying if you can paint. Like also with canvases, I had no idea how to paint before, and I just literally got a canvas, got some colors I wanted to, and painted. Mm-hmm. Just do it. It's fun. Yeah. Paint like art. It's fun. So yeah, congratulations.
Well, have fun and good luck. Congrats on your house. Would love to see some progress pictures once you get in a good place where you can feel like you're ready to share your house with us and let us know how it looks like.
Yeah.
And invite your friends over. Well, I guess that's it for this week on Grits to Glam.
Yeah.
Want to make a huge announcement that you all need to go follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube. If you don't, I know we have a lot of listeners on Spotify that don't watch the YouTube. So even if you don't, all you need is a Gmail account to go subscribe on YouTube. So subscribe. We're about to hit 1,000 on YouTube, which is really great news. Thanks so much, guys. So
thank you, guys.
Continuing to go Grits to Glam and this empire. We love you so much.
We love you, and thank you for always listening, always watching, and thank you in advance for subscribing.
Yeah.
We love you.
And sending us questions.
Yeah, we do love these. I'm sorry. We love to hear ourselves speak sometime.
We do have a podcast. So.
Yep.
All right. Love you guys.
Y'all. See you next week.
It's the Grits.